Jake Paul versus Tank Davis. They just announced the fight. What's your instant reaction to that?
I don't know what's going to happen with a 135-pounder going up against a 200-pounder. I think it's not a real fight. Jake just too big. Tank ain't gonna be able to get in from that jab. Jake land one good punch on Tank, it's over with.
You think he had a chance to win?
But what makes you say that? You know, I mean,
he need the money. I'm telling you.
Does he have a chance to win though?
What happens when the line between entertainment and pure boxing gets crossed? That's exactly what went down when Terence "Bud" Crawford shocked everyone by showing up unannounced at the Jake Paul versus Gervonta Davis press conference and delivered a warning that no one saw coming. But what made this moment truly explosive wasn't just the warning, it was who it came from. Because if you've been following boxing lately, you know these two, Tank and Crawford, haven't exactly been on friendly terms. So here's what happened. The press conference between Jake Paul and Gervonta "Tank" Davis was already chaotic, full of noise, ego, and entertainment.
The ring, how much you think you'll weigh?
When I walk in the ring?
Yeah.
With or without the ankle monitor on?
I probably, that's corny. That's super corny. I don't know how much I'll weigh.
And the handcuffs too.
Huh? What are you talking about, fam?
How do you win this fight?
That outfit is trash. For real. That outfit is garbage. And that hairstyle. Anybody that ever rocked a mohawk is a clown. We all know this. Anybody rocked a mohawk. Name them.
You want to see clowns? You want to see clowns? Gervonta, you're the clown, buddy. You're the clown, Gervonta. Any man who puts his hands on a woman is the clown.
Now, since we on this, if I put my hands on females or anything like that, right? If I put my hands on females or anything like that, you know how many female? Like, come on, it will be mad. You see how when I don't even want to bring up nobody thing, what's the name about that? But P Diddy, when things got like that. No, listen. When one female did a charge, it was mad females coming out, right? So if I hit a female, right, wouldn't it be mad other females? Like I ain't been just with one female. Like I'm 30 years old. Like let's be real. I've been with more than one female. Wouldn't mad females come out and say something about me hitting them? No.
And right when things were reaching their peak, Terence Crawford made his entrance. The crowd froze, cameras turned, the energy shifted instantly.
And there's Terence "Bud" Crawford, as well as Mike Coppinger's best friend, Shakur Stevenson.
look, I'm excited for the fight. We've been looking forward to Shakur Stevenson.
And that's when Crawford said what no one expected. He warned Tank. He didn't call him out, he simply warned him. He said Tank was in serious danger going up against Jake Paul. And when Terence Crawford, one of the most technically sound fighters of this era, a man who's gone up and down multiple weight classes, says that, you listen, Jake Paul might not have the boxing pedigree that Tank does, but he's a natural cruiserweight. He walks around at around 190 to 200 pounds. Tank Davis? He's a lightweight, barely hitting 135 pounds on fight night. That's nearly a 60-pound difference.
He should beat Jake Paul, shouldn't he?
No, he shouldn't.
You don't think? Sorry. So, I thought we were all unanimous here. Do you think that you think Jake Paul beats Gervonta Davis?
70 pounds is 70 pounds.
Gervonta Davis is very small. 5'5".
He's tiny, bro.
5'5".
That's
You
what I'm
got
saying.
Jake Paul
He's a
6'1".
little man.
If Jake Paul's tucking up,
move on,
and absorbing punishment for walking forward, then look, there's a way to run it.
In the world of boxing, that's not just a size gap. That's a danger zone. And Crawford, who's gone from lightweight all the way to super welterweight and dominated every division in between, knows exactly what it feels like to fight bigger men.
Well, you're a boxing fan?
Totally.
Okay. Tank Davis and Jake Paul in November. According to betonline.ag, Jake Paul's the underdog at plus 139. Gervonta Davis is the favorite at minus 180. So he's the favorite almost 2-1.
Right.
What do you think will happen in this ring?
I don't know, but Tank should beat him. Tank should beat him, but Tank is smaller. And usually in boxing,
you take the bigger man, but then again, Terence Crawford killed that when he beat Canelo.
They're the same weight.
Yeah, they was
at the time. Well, no, maybe a little bit different after they rehydrated, but they weighed in at the same weight. There's a 30-pound difference between Gervonta and Jake Paul. Jake Paul had to lose like 30 pounds to get down to like 195. And Gervonta, I think, was like 160.
Gervonta all the way up to 160?
Well, hold on. Gervonta.
160?
Oh, maybe I'm wrong. Hold on. No. 133.8.
Yes.
Oh, my God.
Yes, he 133.
It's a 60-pound weight difference.
Yes.
60 pounds.
Yes.
Ooh.
Yeah, but ain't extra weight on that chin.
That chin is all bone.
That chin ain't all bone. There ain't no meat on that chin.
No meat on that chin.
Ain't no
That's
meat
true.
on that chin. You know, big dudes get knocked out real quick. I done had a few.
Yeah?
Ain't no chin. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. You just can't, first of all, you can't let them hit you. That's first of all. And once they swing, they motivate them come, and then you catch them. And if you could turn it right there and catch them right there, they fall real hard.
You got to get in close,
because they never been. I don't know about Jake, but big dudes never fight. Usually they intimidate, and then they can't last long. Their stamina is 30 seconds a minute.
Well, yeah, I mean, Jake's lost before to Tommy Fury.
Okay.
But he's never fought a world-class boxer before. In his prime.
Yeah.
Championship level,
Right.
like a Gervonta, but there's a 60-pound weight difference.
Yeah.
I think Gervonta will win too, but I don't know. I don't
think
know.
Gervonta
It's kind of
gonna
like a
get him.
clown show at this point. You
Yeah,
know, it's
it
like a
is.
circus. It's like, let's put a bear with a human and see what happens. You know?
How much?
Give someone a stick, like like Thunderdome or something.
Yeah, they're making a mockery of it. That's
Right.
true for its true purists.
No, it's not real boxing anymore. These are all
like
exhibition matches.
Right.
It's not affecting anyone's records.
Right.
So when he said Tank could be in trouble, it wasn't shade, it was truth. See, casual fans see this as pro boxer versus YouTuber. They think Tank should wipe the floor with Jake Paul because of his experience, speed, and knockout power. But that's not how physics works.
Bro, that's a fucking disgrace of a fight.
Yeah.
You know it. Just like the Mike Tyson, low-key was a disgrace, but we accepted it. But he was 60 years old. I mean, the casuals don't see the weight difference. They see Jake Paul and Gervonta Davis. And if Gervonta Davis doesn't fuck up Jake Paul, they're going to think Jake Paul is some pound-for-pound champion type of fighter. Gervonta Davis, he's actually really small. Like, when I fought him, like, he's small. So I just think it's a very unfair fight.
Jake's power comes from his size and strength, and at that weight, one clean punch can flip the fight upside down. Even a slight mistake from Tank could lead to disaster. And that's exactly what Crawford and all other pros were trying to get across. This fight makes no sense.
It's kind of weird because Jake Paul is extremely bigger than Tank. And I mean, but with it being exhibition, it makes sense. It's fine. He got a big name that he's going to be fighting. But I mean, it really makes no sense because he's going to be weighing over 200 and some pounds. Tank's going to probably be weighing maybe at the most 147, 150. So I don't even understand why the fight is happening.
But here's what makes this situation even crazier: the history between these two. Just a few months ago, Terence Crawford and Gervonta Davis were in a heated rivalry. It all started when Tank said he could move up and beat Crawford, that he'd be the one to dethrone the king. It sounded wild at the time. Crawford laughed it off, saying Tank was too small, that he'd never come up in weight to fight someone like me.
Tank gave a little prediction on the fight, talked about Errol has a metal shield and you have a glass shield, talked about the punch resistance. What do you think of Tank's assessment today? Could he get it in the future? I mean, you came up from 35, right?
He ain't fighting no real guys at 47.
Everyone's talking about Errol fighting the winner of Canelo and Jamel. Could you ever do that? Is that too much weight?
What, 168? I ain't going up there.
Right.
So you got Canelo winning then, right? Then definitely. If he fighting at 168, definitely.
But then things escalated. Rumors started flying about a potential Crawford vs. Tank fight. The internet went crazy. Tank started throwing shots on social media, mocking Crawford's resume and downplaying his achievements.
Gervonta Davis speaking about you. Is that ever a possible fight?
Yeah, if he want to dare to be great, he can be like all the other fighters that moving up 2 weight classes and daring to be great.
You would fight him,
man. Tell him to come up there.
He got to come to win 54.
He said I got a glass chin, so tell him to come and touch it.
Wow, man. Gervonta said you got a glass.
He said I got a glass chin. Tell him to come and touch it.
At 147?
At 147. I'll make 147 for him.
Ooh, see, oh, man.
You're going to have a pre-camp.
Then what the people going to say? Oh, he's beating up on little guys.
I don't know.
And then came the line that crossed the limit when Tank made comments about Crawford's family. That's when things turned personal.
If we was to fight right now on the streets, I'll break your fucking neck. And that's on my kids. And you know it, I know it, and the whole world know it. And I'm not talking about no fighting in the ring. If me and you was to fight outside, I will break your neck.
Crawford, who's usually composed, was visibly angry. And that's when Floyd Mayweather entered the picture. Now, this is where it gets complicated. Floyd, who used to be Tank's mentor and promoter, sided with Terence Crawford.
There was some kind of crazy trash talk with Gervonta and Terence Crawford recently. And one of the things that I've always kind of noticed is most of the time, one of the things that's kind of off limits is families. Like you usually don't,
I know where you're going with this.
Yeah. And so I wanted to kind of understand what your thoughts was about like some of those comments that was made. I think it was about Terence's wife. What, like in your mind, where, because obviously, like you've been in this sport.
I think Terence Crawford right now in the sport of boxing is the pound for pound best fighter in the sport of boxing right now. It's good to see him in the position that he's in. I think he has a beautiful family. I think he has a beautiful wife, a beautiful queen, a black queen, and there's nothing better than a black woman in this world. That's just my opinion.
In an interview, Floyd said Tank went too far and that family should always be off limits. That hit Tank hard. His relationship with Floyd had already been falling apart, and this just added fuel to the fire. So seeing Crawford show up now, after all that bad blood, and warn Tank instead of clowning him, that's what has the entire boxing world confused.
Tank would never even think about to come up to 154.
All right, what about 47 though?
Yes, if he get to pick his opponent. But Tank would never come from 35 to 54.
Y'all got into it on social media around that time. Is that just you being competitive, like when that happens? Or is it like...
I just really don't like that dude.
Why though?
Cause I just don't like him. Like I really don't like him. That's like
just not your cup of tea. That's just not your.
I don't like nothing about him. I just felt like he just one of these little arrogant little dudes that's using what he got to shield him. He got a lot of security guards around him, and he's in the limelight and stuff like that. But in certain situations, he wouldn't be acting like that.
Do you like him as a fighter though?
Yeah, he's a damn good fighter.
Yeah,
but like his core personality and his ways.
Now, here's the million-dollar question. Was Crawford's warning genuine, or was this a mind game? Because let's be real, this is boxing. Nothing happens by accident. Crawford could easily be planting doubt in Tank's mind before the fight.
The moment to kind of wrap your brain around that and make.
Kavaliauskas comes forward, and Bud Crawford was hurt.
Tank is already under pressure. Critics calling him a sellout for chasing money fights instead of legacy fights. Mental struggles following legal issues, and tension with his team after firing his longtime coach, Calvin Ford.
Tank is done. Tank is hung him up, shoes off, get the bag, put a plaque up. He done. Tank is done. Period.
When you say done, you mean like not fighting anymore? Or not?
Tank is checked out mentally. Tank is gone mentally. Tank looking for the big bag. For the big bag of Jake Paul, Pacquiao, something solo, and he's looking to, hey, I'll see you later. Tank is standing, he's not going to fight Shakur Stevenson at all. At all. I don't care how much money Turkey offer, give them 4 Lamborghinis, whatever. Tank ain't taking that fight.
So, a psychological jab like that could seriously mess with his focus. And Crawford knows how to play the game. He's strategic, calm, and dangerous, both inside and outside the ring. By publicly warning Tank, he could be framing the fight before it even begins.
If Tank get to pick his opponent, he would do it. But Tank would never come from 35 to 54.
Y'all got into it on social media around that time. Y'all was doing the back and forth shit. Is that just you being competitive, like when that happens, or is it like...
I just really don't like that dude.
Why though?
Cause I just don't like him. Like I really don't like him. I just don't like.
Just not your cup of tea. That's just not your.
Yeah, I don't like nothing about him. You know, I don't like nothing about him. I just felt like, you know, he just one of these little arrogant little dudes that's, you know, using what he got to shield him. You know, like he got a lot of security guards around him, and he know, you know what I mean, he's in the limelight and stuff like that, but in certain situations he wouldn't be acting like that.
But then again, maybe it was genuine. Because Terence Crawford isn't desperate for headlines anymore, he's done it all, conquered divisions, unified titles, and cemented himself as one of the greatest of this generation.
That's the only thing get for me. I didn't accomplish everything there is to accomplish in the sport of boxing. You know, there's really nothing for me to accomplish right now. Like anything, it's about the money now. It's about the money. You know, I'm not gonna sit here and say it's not, but
he doesn't need drama to stay relevant. So maybe, just maybe, this was his way of trying to guide a younger fighter. Crawford's seen it all: the fame, the distractions, the dangerous fights that can derail careers. He might see Tank going down that same path, chasing money instead of legacy. And maybe, deep down, he doesn't want to see Tank end up as another wasted talent. Tank Davis has one of the most explosive careers in boxing today, but lately his decisions have been questionable. Instead of fighting real competition, names like Shakur Stevenson or Devin Haney, he's taking crossover fights for the paycheck. And that's exactly what Crawford was warning about. Everyone from trainers to boxing legends has said the same thing. This fight makes no sense for Gervonta Davis. If he wins, it does nothing for his legacy. Beating Jake Paul won't prove anything. It'll just look like a professional beating an influencer. But if he loses, it's over. Losing to Jake Paul, a YouTuber turned fighter, would destroy Tank's credibility in the boxing world. It would be the single biggest humiliation of his career. And that's exactly what Terence Crawford was trying to prevent. Crawford wasn't trying to embarrass Tank. He was trying to protect the sport itself, reminding everyone that boxing is not a game, it's not content, and it's not a money grab. But there's another layer to this. Crawford knows what it means to chase legacy. He didn't become a 3-division world champion by playing it safe. He fought the best and beat them all. So when he sees Tank, one of the most talented fighters of his generation, wasting that gift on a circus fight, it probably stings. Because Tank isn't just fighting Jake Paul. He's fighting against the idea that boxing is losing its soul. That's why this moment, Crawford stepping in, felt bigger than a simple warning. It felt like a veteran reminding a younger fighter of what this sport is supposed to mean.
Many consider you the biggest, hardest puncher, you know, in all of boxing in regards to where you're at in your weight class and how you consistently are just knocking guys out. What's that feeling like when you do?
It actually feel like a home run, like when someone hit the bat and it just right on the target and it go far. It's just like that. So that's how I feel when you actually hit somebody on the butt and you know that you catch them real good. So that's how I feel for me.
Even though Tank didn't say much in response at the press conference, you could see it in his face. The warning got to him. He tried to stay composed, but there was tension.
Bro, when people, what I got from that is he's a hater. You don't know me as a person. Let's say you don't like me. Like, you don't know me. Like, you feel me? And I don't give a fuck. Him. And everybody in the crew with him. I mean, with him.
Tank, question for you. You're a proud father.
Tank isn't someone who likes being told what to do, especially by someone he's had issues with. But maybe, deep down, he knows Crawford's right. Jake Paul has been training seriously. He's bigger, stronger, and he's been testing himself against experienced fighters, including a win over a legend like Anderson Silva. He's not the same YouTuber people used to mock. So even for Tank, one of the hardest hitters in the game, this fight is no walk in the park.
I'm fighting Gervonta Davis on Netflix.
Let's go. People think that he could actually beat me, and people think he could outbox me, and he's so powerful and this and that. That's what makes it a good fight. November 14th, Netflix.
So that's all from today's video. If you enjoyed it, remember to leave a like, subscribe, and ring that bell icon so you never miss our upcoming videos. And don't forget to share your thoughts in the comments section. Stay tuned, and we will catch you in the next video.